So sometimes realism comes at a cost, and that cost today is going to be our weapon limit. So normally in Garry's mod, you spawn with a bunch of different weapons, obviously all the default ones from Half-Life 2, and of course a few extras thrown in. But today we're going to forego all of that in the name of realism. Alright, and that is much better. Now we're going to only have the basics, like the physics gun and the camera and tool gun. You know, standard Garry's mod stuff. Now, why are we going to give ourselves this limit? Because we're going to do something that a lot of you might be familiar with. This is the CoD weapon swap mod. Alright, so you guys are probably saying, hold the hell up, Necros. You're gonna make a 5-6 minute video on just that? But the thing I found out while doing some research on this is there's so much more to this mod than meets the eye. So right off the bat, yes. Now when you see a weapon on the ground, you can press your walk key, which for me is Alt, and it's going to swap your weapon. Now, why do this when you could just equip the weapon? And you're right, you totally could. You know, you could, in fact, have this entire inventory of weapons in the Arc-9 base in your inventory. Now, if only we had a realistic inventory mod. Stay subscribed if you want to see that video. But anyway, so what if you're in the middle of a fight, you know, and you're shooting and you're doing all this crazy stuff? Well, what if you want a specific weapon? It's hard to kind of, you know, swap through and like fiddle through everything. Or, let's say you're reloading. Well, you could switch weapons, obviously, or what would be even faster is if you swapped weapons with something that's already on the ground. Alright, so that was a lot to take in, so let me try to repeat that. Obviously, switching weapons is going to be your best bet, but you're not always going to have every single weapon, you know, in existence in your inventory. And that's why I decided to limit the weapons so that I couldn't just easily swap between all the guns that you spawn with. You really are limited to the weapons you have on the battlefield, at least in games and of course in real life. So that's why this weapon swapping thing is pretty useful, and it's kind of cool because it does remember the amount of ammunition you have in your magazine while you swap it. So let's say we go ahead and shoot this. So now you can see we're down about half. If we swap and then swap back, you can see it remembers we do have 19 rounds still in the mag. So pretty cool how that all works. Also, I gotta say, I love the prompt that comes up. It looks really good. It even tells you the gun name so you know exactly what you're picking up. Alright, now something else that's also a requirement for this mod is we get updated weapon icons. So now, no more of that weird third-party custom-made looking icon when you switch weapons. Now it looks like it's actually in the game, like it's actually from Half-Life 2. And I just think that's really cool. It also does it for, well, the other stuff like the camera and the tool gun. Now some of you might be wondering, why are we on this map? Well, guys, this map, it means a lot to me. This is a map that I grew up on playing Call of Duty for, oh god. So, my memories are bittersweet with this because, well, I've had some good times with my friends when I was young, and I've also had some bad times. To try to reciprocate what those bad times looked like, this is more or less how the matches would go. You how'd you see me? And well, pretty much repeat that like 30 times. And that's pretty much a match. That was me in my childhood playing split screen. Those were the good old days before we had internet, even though that was the PS3 era and internet was definitely widely available. So that's why we're playing on this map, to bring back the good and the bad memories, but it's kind of funny looking back. So many crevices to hide in, walking around the map super slow as if you're playing Counter-Strike Source or something. It really was, annoying. Let's talk more about this mod. So, what else can you do with this mod? I guess I should mention this is also a mini-mod showcase. So even though this does work for other bases like TFA, with this TFA pack I have right now, I can't seem to get it to work, which is really unfortunate. I specifically wanted to go for TFA because, well, you can actually have the NPCs have these weapons, which I don't think you can do with the Arc-9 base. So pretty much what you can do is you can spawn the enemy in with the weapon, kill them, and then take their weapon after you do. But yeah, it's not working out too well. But for any other TFA weapon, this should theoretically work. And like I said, it does work for the ARC customizable weaponry, and of course the brand new ARC 9 base. But of course, that's not all that you can do. What if you're fighting some Combine, you're hiding behind cover, and they get a little bit, well, overzealous? You can simply throw the grenade back, which is awesome. Now, I think you do get this functionality with V-Manip, at least the throwing grenade ability, but I don't think you can actually throw back grenades. I think it just, obviously, V-Manip lets you throw grenades, and it has that animation, but this works so well with V-Manip, and it does use the animation from that, and you're gonna notice that it also had a prompt, the same prompt as if we were gonna switch weapons, so just a nice little touch. You know, it's nothing too crazy. We're gonna see if we can do it again. Once again, hiding behind cover tends to trigger. There we go. Simply throw it back. It's so intuitive. You don't have to bind anything. Everything's pre-configured. You just gotta make sure you press that Alt key when that grenade comes flying. And that's pretty much it, guys. So, quite a few mods in this. You know, the whole weapon selection thing is really neat, if any of you guys didn't know about that. Weapon swapping is, of course, really cool. And being able to toss back grenades with support for V-Manip is all a banging combo. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, you can leave a like, subscribe. Let me know your favorite Call of Duty map of all time. Call of Duty sucks, though, I'm gonna be honest. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, farewell.